Hey guys, Will here with Into Mobile, and we are taking a look at the all-new Sprint HTC EVO, but the Shift 4G version. So this isn't the EVO, like the big screen EVO that we're used to, but this is the new Shift 4G with the slide-out keyboard. Doing a quick little unboxing and a little quick initial impressions here. Let's take a look at the box, opening it up. Bam, right there on the phone, in the packaging. Okay, super new. Just gonna tear that open. Uh-oh, that's a little sticky. Let's bring this guy out, and there we go. A brand spanking new HTC EVO Shift 4G. The screen's smaller. It's only 3.6 inches in the diagonal as opposed to the EVO 4G's 4.3 inches. But the design is similar. See the navigation buttons down here? They're nestled in these little shimmery circles. The overall face of the device looks a lot like the EVO 4G. I'm just going to take that guy off, give you guys a better idea. But the main difference, and the back, actually the back doesn't really look like the EVO, other than the soft touch finish and the little logo here. But the main difference is, the keyboard right there. Look at that. The keyboard is pretty good. I'm not a fan of slide-out keyboards, but this one is it's pretty good. Before we get into the hardware tour, though, we're gonna get into the box and then take a look at the software real quick. In the box, of course. Going through it, all the regular stuff, we have the documentation, right? Okay, the registration documentation right there. And if we pull it up again, we have the two included accessories, which is the wall charging plug and the cable itself. So this is the micro USB cable that comes with it. You just plug this guy into the phone and plug this end into the phone right here, and the other end into the computer, and you have a data cable, or plug this end into the phone and the other end into this charger, and all of a sudden you have a wall charger. Whoops, just dropped it there. So nice and handy. Okay, those are the two. Actually, I'm not seeing a headset in here, which is kind of weird. Usually phones come with headsets, wired headsets, but I guess not this time around. Oh well, let's close that up. And there it is. So we have the HTC EVO Shift 4G right here. Let's turn this guy on. Or actually, before we do that, let's do a little hardware tour real quick before the software tour. So we have a 3.6-inch capacitive touchscreen. It's glass, so it's not resistive. No more resistive ever again. I don't know why I keep mentioning that, but you guys should know. And here we go with the capacitive touch buttons right there. We have the earpiece, of course, right there with the little light right there. Power button is actually on the back side of the top edge. 3.5mm headphone jack. We got the 5-megapixel camera, of course, with the LED flash right there. We've got another speaker coming out right there for speakerphone and music. We've got the microphone port right there. You see that? Opening this guy up, you've got the battery, of course, and the micro SD card slot is right under there. I just powered it on, but whatever. It just cold booted it. So the micro SD card lives right down there underneath the battery. You just pull this up. You see what I did there? I pulled that up to access it, and you take it out. It comes with a, let's see, it comes with a 2 GB card. Okay, good. We could have gone with bigger, but hey, that's HTC's decision, or maybe it was Sprint's decision, who knows. But yeah, this guy is fully 4G capable, which means I'm going to go ahead and turn him on there. I'm just going to hold down that power button until I get the little vibration letting me know that I've turned it on. There it goes. The 4G part is actually Sprint's WiMAX network. It's 4G, and you'll get pretty fast speeds on that. Of course, the highlight of this guy is the slide-out keyboard. We've still got the plastic here to protect the shiny new hardware from getting scratched on sliding it up and down. But yeah, here goes the keyboard. You can see the spacing between the keys is pretty adequate. I would have liked to see more contours on the keys themselves, but the clicks, they're really good. Like they're trigger clicks, hair trigger clicks, which means you can click them real easily. But they give a good amount of feedback. And the D-pad over here, would have liked to have seen a dedicated number row, but that's just personal preference. And there's no spring-loaded action there. It's all very smooth, very, very stiff, so it makes the slider mechanism feel really solid. Notice there's no play at all, and there's no clicking on the slider mechanism. Really good stuff. Inside you have the 800 megahertz processor, the same one that's used in the T-Mobile G2, which means it's really fast. It's not as fast as it could be, but 800 megahertz, don't let that fool you. This processor will beat out a lot of 1 gigahertz processors out there currently on the market. So here we go. And of course, everything is kind of finished in this soft touch finish. It's hard to make out on camera, but it's a matte finish, slightly rubbery. That's metallic. These metallic accents make a really nice touch. Here are the volume control rockers buttons, and the micro USB port right there. Other than that, this is standard HTC's Sense UI, and that's the hardware. The power button on back is actually pretty convenient. You don't have to reach all the way over to get the if you're holding it in one hand, all the way over to get the power on the top. You just have to kind of casually just put your finger right there and push in, and it's off. That's actually really handy. It might look like a small feature, but it actually makes a big difference. It's one of those things. So there you go. Little hardware tour of the HTC EVO Shift 4G.